Scatter plots, 4-6 out of your textbook. You're going to do an activity out of the textbook here with this lesson today. What I want you to take from this is that there are three types of what we call correlations in scatter plots. And a scatter plot is simply, we've got a mess of dots, and sometimes it is a mess, and sometimes it's in a nice kind of order. And I'm going to point out to you three types of ways that a scatter plot looks, and have you practice that a little bit out of the book. So to start with, what is a scatter plot? Well, a scatter plot essentially happens to be this, in that it's a scatter plot, it's a graph in which two sets of data are plotted as ordered pairs, and it's on a coordinate plane. And scatter plots are also used to investigate a relationship. If the pattern in a scatter plot is linear, in other words, if it's a straight, looks like it's almost a straight line, we can draw a line to summarize the data. And that will help us identify the trend. So here's what this wording is talking about. Scatter plot is a graph that looks like these three here. There's three graphs here. And they are plotted as ordered pairs. You have an x-axis and a y-axis, and then we plot points. And after we plot the points, if you look at this set of dots, you notice it looks like it's going up from left to right. That is a positive slope, so we can draw a line in the dots. And we'll get to drawing the line later in a future lesson. But you have three types. A positive correlation, where it looks like the dots are going up from left to right. We have a negative correlation, whereas if I drew in that line, it goes down from left to right. And then no correlation. And this one just looks like it's a big old scatter. That's why it's called a scatter plot. Things are just scattered all over the place. There is no correlation to it. There is nothing that looks like it's going up and nothing that looks like it's going down. And what I'd like for you to do to take a look at beginning to identify a positive, negative, or no correlation is I want you to get your textbook, and I want you to go to page 230 and 231, and in the graphs for numbers 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, and 11, I want you to identify whether it's a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation. And that's all you need to do for those 6 problems. When you finish it, turn that in at the front table. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.